What abilities do leaders need to succeed today, and are they going to change moving forward? That's the topic that I'm going to focus on this week. So my thoughts on this are really, I'm going to try and distill what seems to be sort of everybody's laundry list of these are the things you need. I've seen two of these lists come out today, and sometimes they're 7, 8, 12 things that leaders need. All of those things are relevant. What I'm going to do today is just really reflect on the 3 things that I've been thinking about over the weekend based on my work week last week, and the ones that stood out the most to me, which are, and I have actually got some 4 a.m. notes here, providing certainty in uncertainty. And to me, that really comes down to communication, and to use a term from my colleague Mel Litkowitz, being a super communicator. Having basically a sort of arguably initially a willingness, but really an interest in the well-being and an emotional connection with, so the well-being of an emotional connection with your team, your whole organization, as much as you can be in connection with them. And really, I think the sort of the world at large, and really the reliance on your emotional intelligence, your self-awareness of your own emotions, and how you are managing them and the emotions of others. I think that is operative right now. And the final one, I think actually really, I have to give full credit to Paul Dunn, who is the first guest on, sorry, I'm staggering this because I'm kind of still getting my head around it. He's the first guest on the podcast I'm launching this week. So more about that later. But what came out of a conversation with Paul was, in his view right now, we need to double down on relationships and on connection, but connection more with what he described as the wisdom of the collective. So in Paul's view, if you consider your team to be your first customer, and if right now you are paying a lot of attention to and spending a lot of time talking with your customers and suppliers, that is really going to help set you up for success. And what you're doing as you do that is you're really sort of connecting and sort of bringing together sort of the intelligence and the insight of a collective group. And the more you can do that, as opposed to making it all about you, what you think, what your decision is going to be based purely on what you know, the better the outcome is going to be for everybody. So just to summarize, certainty and uncertainty, be a super communicator. Well-being and emotional connection, essentially pay a lot of attention to your emotional intelligence right now. And then relationships and connection with a broader collective wisdom. Thank you to the wisdom of Paul Dunn. Those are my thoughts on what are the most important things for leaders to do and have. And I think that all of them will be important to carry forward. And I'm going to continue to talk about this theme as we move through the week. Thanks, and see you soon. And see you this afternoon for some more information about something which I think is quite exciting.